What's up, y'all? It's Shuffle, and today we're going to do another viewer run. This is from Joe Biz in Discord, and I think Twitch as well. But this is an endgame mission, so there have been a lot of new players on the channel recently, and if you don't want to see the endgame, this is your time to check out, and I completely understand. We'll see you in the next video. And I'm going to wait like 5 seconds. Yeah. Like I said, this is the end of the game, so these are big spoilers. So if you don't want to see spoilers, just click out. It's okay. It's completely fine. And everyone should be gone at this point. So this is the second Darkest Dungeon mission without the Talisman of the Flame, which that sounds terrifying. So we're going to see how this goes here. So this is a interesting team. Okay, this is a very solid team. This is what Karyu, I think, came up with. And this backline here, these three with Occultist, Jester, and Plague Doctor, these three cover a lot of bases. And I haven't seen Plague Doctor in this dungeon before, so I'm excited to see what she's capable of. And then Leper just fits together very nicely for this team as a very front-loaded damage dealer. Let's see. Let us see what is happening here. Okay, so Precise Striker, Beast Hater, these are great enough. Slow Draw kind of sucks, and Satanophobia, I think, that's the Fear of Unholy, right? So that's actually going to make some of the hallway fights a bit worse. But these two here are plenty fine. This Leper is going to absolutely shred. He should. Dismas Head, man, we are really relying on Jester to carry this accuracy. I would probably still rock like one focus ring here just to tie everything up. There's a lot of bonus stress on someone that's going to have some stress in the occasional fight here. We also have Beast Hater, which should neutralize it a bit. So, I don't know. Oh, God. Wait, back. Back, you beast. It's very fast. So, Steady Tough, just really good combo. Keeps you alive. Unyielding, not locked, doesn't need to be locked, but that's going to help us here probably. So, we have Cauldron and Scroll. These are both very good for Occultist. Obviously, Cauldron's very nuts for frontline Occultist. And then the Scroll is the only, or one of the few healing trinkets Occultist has access to, because there's no class healing trinket. And we're not rocking the Mark. I don't think we need something different here, because obviously, like, Stun and Heal and Sacrificial Stab are good enough. And then I guess it's this afterwards, just to, like, lessen some damage. So if we have, I don't think we had Intimidate unlocked. I think we had Revenge. So I'd be interested to see Intimidate for, like, the hallway fights or something, but I don't know. Maybe you just need to get strong and, you know, blow everything up. I'm trying. Anemic's gonna kind of suck too. So yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna try and make sure I don't miss the next part here. So Precise Striker again is pretty good for Jester, just because if you decide to, you know, use Slice Off, which has a huge crit modifier, you just get more crit on top of that. Finale, the biggest damage bonus to Finale besides just the stacking ramp effect that Jester has is critting. So being able to do that is also very good. Then we have Slugger on top of it. This Jester actually has a lot of damage on deck. And we have a defensive build here with the double dodge trinkets. I don't think there's anything that can stun us in 3 unless Body Slam can hit 3. I actually don't remember. I thought Body Slam was just like 1 or 2. Alright. Alright, can we go back to the PD? Alright, good. I just randomly clicked and it happened to land. So, Shocker, I can't remember if there's a stun that hits rank 4, besides, like, Body Slam stuns, but I don't know if it hits rank 4 or not. The Yips sucks very badly here. This is kind of like the first Darkest Dungeon mission where a lot of the more threatening enemies are up front, so we don't really need Plague Grenade here. The stuns are all fine, and then Noxious is good. So we have a very Blight-heavy setup, so we should be able to stick those. We have Beast Hater again, which is going to help with the stress management. We have Photomania. Look at all this stress reduction here. We have minus 35% stress reduction and 2 quirks, not trinkets. And then we have, like I said, the Ips does suck, but then we have Unyielding and Early Riser. I probably would have locked this, but it is the end of the game. Like, the stats are good. The stats are good. We'll see what happens. This is a dungeon where you want to take a lot of provisions. Like, Holy Water is very good here. This is actually a very tough dungeon, not just the length of it, but like the lethality of the bosses and then obviously the regular monsters. But the thing, thank you for the cut into the inventory. But yeah, this fight is interesting because it takes away 3 trinket slots from you, and then it takes away 3 inventory slots from you, and technically 4 with the second camp, even though the second camp is pretty beneficial. And then it asks you to like somehow fill up the rest of your stuff with a very limited amount of space. This mission is very dangerous, and it's widely regarded as the hardest mission in the game baseline for a reason. Like, this is one of the reasons. It's not just like how dangerous the enemies are, it's the fact that the game restricts you so much if you want to be able to beat it. Skipping the ancestor. You're going left first. I do like going left first now. I like left, right, and then up. I think that's a good way to get through here. And then, what is it? We have Hugh. Actually, Hugh's not going to matter too much. Yeah, stun that front one. Have PD stun the back one, probably. Torch is getting low. That's the other thing, too. The cultist in this dungeon, a cultist is pretty dangerous here because you have very limited inventory space, and taking 2 stacks of torches and stun spamming with the cultist is not the business. So we have Ballad. I'd like to finish off the priest that has the stun resist buff, because it'll be harder to finish him off next turn. Or not finish him off, but like, you can stun the second one the turn after, but it didn't matter, we missed. So this is what I was saying though, like what was Leper's accuracy here? 81. So we wouldn't be quite hit capped with a focus ring, but this is what I was saying before, like we should have had a second accuracy trinket here instead of, or I should say 1 accuracy trinket instead of one of these 2 damage trinkets. For this reason specifically. It's okay, we have the second ballad, but we're still not hit capped, if I remember correctly. Gotta fix that torch. Well, since Leper missed, might be able to go in on the first one. Like the one that's gonna have the stun resist buff the turn the other one dies is the one you want to kill first if you're rotating. I don't know if that makes sense, but like, just seeing this here, I would probably have blighted the second one, because now this one's not dead. Actually, it is dead. Okay, that's good. Forgot about the blight stack. Okay. We're good. But we could have did that to the second one. That's my point. We could have did that to number 2, and then we could have stunned the other one this turn, because the stun resist buff would have been gone. I was going to say, even though a cultist can punch through it, he was unable to. Everything's just critting, it's fine. Oh, we got to go first, though! Woo! Okay, we don't even have to stall. Yeah, this team is really good at controlling and being able to recover, because you have... This kind of... It's weird. This is like Gestal, but like a superior Gestal in a lot of ways. Because the strength of Gestal is the fact that you can recover from like any situation. Sorry about that. You can recover from any situation if you have enough time. And with the ability to heal for massive amounts from a cultist, and you know, you saw the consistent stress healing of Jester, this team can still recover very well because it has a lot of stuns. And then you have like Weakening Curse or Intimidate spam to lower their damage, so you don't have to worry about that crap. But it's a very interesting team. It's very flexible. The other thing too is why it would be considered like a superior Gestal is the fact that Occultist is in rank 2. The middle ranks are a bit more contested because a lot of units work there, but this also lets you free up your backline for a lot of flexible stuff like Plague Doctor. So it's a very solid, just core team all around. So I like it a lot. Nice. It's definitely a should have played better situation. I'm kidding. Can't really play better against that. It's just like, I'm critting you, have fun, haha. Thanks. Just coming off a stream where my Jester got crit to Death's Door with a bleed on top of him, then just failed the first death blow. I had to throw my my Deathless save. Or I didn't throw it, but like I had to restart my Deathless save. It was fine though. People were like, "Oh, are you tilted?" Like, no, dude. This isn't like torchless. Torchless tilted me. This doesn't. Yeah, so everyone was stunned last turn, it looks like, so we don't know who has the finger up. They might both have the finger up, which is actually kind of scary, so I would probably, Alright, Cultist came through. That was pretty good, too. I think it was max. So I think a Cultist at max rank, his heals for 22. So 25% on top of 22 is 20. It's not quite 27. It might be like 28 with the rounding. So we might have healed for like 20 or 21, but that's still very good. Very good. Yeah, just get rid of that first one. We have so much blight. Oh, they have low blight resist. Just do it, yeah. Nice. I would like to see Slice Off on this build. Like, Finale would be good for the boss, but Slice Off would be good for just the trash. Yeah. Might be a Solemnity turn. It's actually a Solemnity turn here. Yeah, we see it. Because we don't want to kill the party boy in the back, because that's what we stall on if we need to. So we need to keep that thing alive as long as possible, as annoying as it is. The attention to game detail. If I stun the one that's being guarded, it actually stuns the guarder. Wow. Should be a finger? Okay. I don't think we've seen a finger yet. We've just seen the Death Flash spam, which is good. We don't want to see the finger. Stress heal. We should have stress healed the Cultist because we have Solemnity, so that's fine. This Cultist ain't failing. It's good. Nice. Should be dead. Yeah. Still Solemn, yeah. Good. Oh, I forgot about that. That's a thing. That's me, the finger. Oh, JK, he Death Flash though. Thank you, Priest. Being very nice to us. We should disorienting the party boy. The party boy here. It's okay, we can, like, it doesn't matter if he gets healed at that point. I guess he's just gonna die to the Blight stack. There's probably Weakening Curse to help stall. He can't heal through that. Even with a crit, he can't do it. Solemnity. Alright, how much stalling are we going to do? We already edited out buying supplies, so if we're going to stall, are we going to edit out the stalling? Switch use here. I feel like I hear better out of my left ear, so that's why I always leave my headphone that ear. I must have tabbed out to check something. And how much stalling we need to do? We're going to stall here. Skipping on ahead. Alright, are we going to finale? Alright, he's dead. Now is the exciting part. What are we going to do with this boss? We should probably camp here. If you don't like the optimal strat, this is the best camp room because you get the camp ups for both fights. Then you can camp afterwards and be chilling. We can also do a 2-food camp, which is very good. I feel like the tips I've gotten from Thick on this dungeon have made it a lot easier to understand. Because, like, I understood it before, but I definitely didn't know, like, the optimal stuff, and we didn't have to do that. Like, we could have used a 2-food camp, because we had, like, no one was actually injured, and that's, like, a very manageable amount of stress. So, we could have camped for less, just so we have more food for healing. Okay, Dark Strength on Leper. We could take the trinkets off. I'd like to see if we're gonna... I'd like to see Dark Strength Leper, honestly. I would. We could take those trinkets off to reduce the stress that we just took. And then we could have used, like, every rose afterwards, or turn back time if we had it. There are a couple different things to do there. Not that it's really gonna matter. Like, at the end of the day, it's 15 stress, but we could have made it, you know, like 12. And that would have been cool. Okay, this is probably the easier of the fights in here. This might be the easiest fight. I don't know. They say it's the easiest one. I think I got bodied kind of bad last time, so it's a good thing we got rid of Vertigo. Because that would have been really bad. With a team like this, I think we just kill the boss first. Stun's fine. This ideally locks it into Revelation, but Thick was telling me that apparently their chance to use Revelation is not 100%. It's like 99%, so they can just body slam me or something, which is way more terrifying. But we also have no we have no talismans, so we definitely... It's a lot. Yeah, since we have no talismans, we can... What is it? Like, Revelation's still dangerous. It's not... You know, we gotta keep this thing under control. But also, this is why I probably would have went Dark Strength with Leper. So we already had Reflection for damage and accuracy, which is good. And then... If we are relying on bursting down these enemies like this, then having Dark Strength would have been really good. It's already dead. It took one crit, but like Leper would have killed it with that one crit right now. Is this a finale? Not yet. Probably Dirk Stab finale. Unless it's going to kill. We should probably check the damage on finale. We get Dirk Stab. It's fine. Oh, no. Never mind. Does it say finale's got enough damage on deck already? Okay. We should have... I think it was a misplay here. We should hit the back one. Because they use Violent Hack when they're in rank 1. So by not killing the... By killing the front one, this dude can still use the Phlegm or whatever. But then we do that. So that was also good. That's a good way around it. Maybe that was intended. If that was intended, that's fine. 23 to 45, just casual 40% crit. God, if we had Dark Strength, though... so much. Please hit it. Please click, bro. Please. I mean, we could stall on that dude because of Venomous Hack. We could have stalled on it. But it's much easier and safer to stall on the party boys. Walking on back. This is a long walk back. I'm just going to skip ahead. Because there are no fight repops and stuff like that, so... In the interest of time... There's a fight coming. We can feel it. Where is it? Where are they? The Gross. The Gross are such jerk enemies. Definitely double stun, yeah. I'm really liking PD here. It's just fun to see her in this dungeon, because I've never done it. A 4% chance. No, it was more than 4. It was 9. Yep, Jester just got outrolled. Can't do much about it. It's very unfortunate. So we either have to stun or kill the second priest now, because that means the finger's on deck. For as good and cool as this team is, by the way, the one issue that it suffers is that it is pretty brittle with inconsistent direct healing output. Like, Plague Doctor's consistent, but you don't have Vestal on something like this to tie it down. And so the way it needs to win and survive and stuff is by... Oh, what is that? The way it needs to win and survive is by stunning things. So if we're not stunning things, then we're just getting hurt, and we don't have, like, the consistent healing to keep up with it. That sets up you, surprisingly. Probably should have stunned the rank 2. No, actually, rank 3 has the finger up, so that's still the right thing to do. I thought it did. I don't know. I always lose track. Don't stun me, bro. Oh my god. Just goes to show you how, like, one resist from the enemy. I guess 2 resist, because it resisted stun twice in the back priest. So resisting something like that is already dangerous. Phone. Alright, that was good. Yeah, it just goes to show you that, like, how impactful one resist is. Like, if we were able to stick one of those stuns here, we'd have probably, like, you know, 15 more HP on the party somewhere. And if Leoparding gets stunned twice, like, if he resisted one of those stuns, then this growth would be gone right now. Or at least this turn. And we wouldn't have had to use Plague Doctor to do it. We could have used Leopard to do it. I forgot it heals. Yikes. So that's a Death Door potential. Yeah, that is a Death Door. Because unless Occultist goes first and heals Plague Doctor out of range of it, which is possible, then we're hitting a Death Door. And that's a bit unfortunate right now. It's not really much that could have been done about something like that. Because Leopard got stunned twice. Occultist went first. PD had 3 more speed, 1 second. Nice. So we avoided Death Door, that's good. Because we don't have to deal with the persistent mortality debuff now. Oh, we should have stunned the priest to break that guard, so we could use Chop there. Death Flash, double dodge though. Yeah, looks like we're gonna recover from this. The party boy just doing dumb shit. Just doing the dumb stuff. I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna have to edit that out. So where did I swear here? 23.5 minutes. Okay. I have to censor that. Just reflexive, I swear. It was like when Dismas. Oh, we had Dirk Stab, that's right. It's like when Dismas, you know, shot that family. It was just a reflex, dude. Alright, no crit this time. That's good. No bleed either. I'll take it. Alright, we gotta stun that. So we can reach it with disorienting, which is good. And we should be doing that. And then just chop this front dude down. Probably finale it, yeah. Yeah. Alright. So we attacked twice last turn, I'm pretty sure. So we can stall for 2 turns this time. And this dungeon is very, very difficult if you don't understand stalling. This Occultist has not missed, by the way. The man has hit like 15 plus each time that I can remember. That is, in fact, 15 plus. We don't need to do that yet. We could have stalled. Let it heal up. It's fine. But yeah, this dungeon's difficult. And then if you know how to stall properly, then it actually gets more manageable. Like, I'm not sure how you beat this in torchless without stalling. The damage and the stress inflation is so high. Can we fix this positioning? Does it matter? I don't know. I forget this all the time. I did a run earlier where I forgot to fix my people, move them around. You looking for stuff? Probably checking the map. Looking at what fight's coming up next. I actually don't remember what the fights are. I just remember there's like a couple growths scattered about. And then like a lot of the hallway fights have a Rapturous Cultist and the Priest. Like that. Stun? Yeah, open with stun. Open with blinding, yes, yeah. So we don't disrupt the positioning, so we can just, you know, mess with stuff. That's good. I was thinking, is there a case for Sacrificial Stab? And not yet. Yeah, we should have stun the front dude for this. Or not the front dude, the priest, but... Leper's the one that can tank this the best, even though, like, his bleed resist is very bad. That was a good response. Even though his bleed resist is very bad, Leper has such a large amount of health and solemnity that he can just... You give him some time, he'll tank through it. It's fine. This is actually... Yeah, that's a good use of battlefield medicine. Oh, sacrificial stab, do it! Do it. It's gonna crit for what? 27? The double stun? I respect it. Then Leper erases this, yes. Good job, Leper. We don't need Ballad, we just need to... Oh, yeah, we have two. Kind of hard to pick there. Doesn't really matter who you get. Good job, PD. Oh, it's dead! No. Colt is still not under 15. Oh, I thought he was dead. Nice. Heal yourself up, bro. Solemnity. 7? Is it always 7? I thought it was 8. Should be a cultist. Should be someone that can't cure their own stress. I probably wouldn't have cured Jester stress the first time either, but he also had the most, so. It's crit fishing, unless we're trying to top someone off. Gonna kill them. Nice. Guess it is 7. Crit fish again? Okay. Actually, if we were crit fishing, we could have used Weakening Curse. Actually, no, I think Sacrificial Stab has a very huge crit modifier as well. This is the hardest fight coming up. Yeah, the boss fight here. Boss fight's definitely the hardest one to deal with. I saw the date on this, March 6th. Am I that far behind on these? I might be. So I want to take this opportunity to apologize to everyone for how long I take to get these out, but I do appreciate that everyone's patient about it. Like, I haven't had someone get mad at me yet. I've gotten polite reminder DMs of ones I've forgotten. So for this fight here, let me go back a little bit. I would actually hit some holy water on the slow characters like Leper, because Leper's not guaranteed to get a turn before these dudes. So disorienting is very good, because I can't remember if the green tip one can do Doomsday, but the back one can do Doomsday, and that thing freaking hurts. So it would be nice to pull him up and not have to deal with it, but they can also body slam. Yeah, if that is the case, where it doesn't matter which one you pull up to the front, then gas is better, because gas is a limited use. Actually, it doesn't matter, does it? You can just keep using disorienting. Okay. Were we gonna switch to... One of these should get a turn now. Actually, both of them should, I think. I don't know, there's something... It's something about how double turn enemies work, where they're not, like... The mechanics are... It's something like they're not allowed to go back to back. Like, they can't get both of their turns together, because that would set up free kills on their end. So, it doesn't matter how fast or slow the difference is between your party and them. If you have one turn left, they should get a couple of, like, one of their turns before you. So, little weird thing like that. Yeah, we should be hitting holy water. This is the best fight for holy water. But it looks like we're gonna get through this. We might afflict. Oh, that's a death door. That's a death door on a cultist who can't... Oh my goodness. Who can't take the mortality debuff off himself, which is very bad. We have the cauldron, so the chance of virtue is mega low. Yeah. This is tough. Yeah, we stunned that. Oh, Like, this was run ending right here. Like, one Doomsday and this shit's over. I swore again. Where did I say it? 31.5 minutes. Yeah. I don't even know if YouTube gets mad at that anymore. They have me, like, check the box. It says, how common is swearing in this video? You have to tell them. It was worse a couple years ago. That's why so many of your favorite YouTubers used to get rid of, you know, swearing and make jump cuts and stuff. Okay, that was good. That was really good. That was the best thing that could happen. Because now we don't have to deal with Doomsday. Because Doomsday was still very threatening here. Is it always 40 stress? Is it just set? Because Leper has so much bonus stress. I thought it would, yeah. Sacrificial Stab is pretty good. Finally, under 15. Finally. Definitely camping after this. I love the understanding of the enemy to, like, pick... Like, it's trying to afflict everyone. It's like, okay, we got a cultist, we almost got Jester. Okay, we're gonna work on Plague Doctor next. I might be wrong. It might be 40 stress depending on, like, the stress bonus. So I feel like PD has not as high of bonus stress on her right now, considering her trinkets. Well, she has Vial. That was clutch. There is a case to use Disorienting there. Because Disorienting is guaranteed 14 damage. If it sticks. So we just have to find 7 more. Finally! Not that I want to see anyone roll 0, but finally, Occultist had a human moment. Can't remember what the camp skills are on Occultist. Definitely would be nice to have that extra food that we spent in that first camp. So we're checking the map now. Oops. The only hunger check in the entire place is up at the top. So we could have had 6 extra food right now. That would top off some of these people. Do we use Dark Ritual? You have turn back time? Oh, the cultist refused? Yeah. It's so jank. This is why, like, that if afflicted type of camp skill is just kind of whack, because they can just refuse you. Definitely a play better moment. I'm kidding again, because there's no playing better in this grab. We should do it on Leper if we're gonna do the... If we're gonna do Mockery, it should be on Leper. Oh, we should use Reflection. It's Reflection every time. We have 6 Holy Waters, it's Reflection. Playing too defensive. It's okay, I understand. That's weird. Leper's been, like, the most healthy and chilling person the entire time. He really doesn't need the Bloody Shroud. No! No! The Camp Afflict is pretty rare. This is getting dangerous. This is winnable. For sure. Echo wants me to start up a toy. Told the story in a couple different spots now, but my girlfriend bought a motorized, like, just ball. It's a cat toy. And it just spins in a circle. Like, it rolls itself around and spins. It has this weird little feather fuzzy thing on top. And it just sits there and it spins the feather in this weird, like, not normal pattern. So it's fun for the cats. They like to, you know, hit it and, like, knock the ball around and stuff. And Echo's gotten to the point where, like, the ball turns itself off automatically. And so what Echo started doing is when the ball turns off, he just comes up to me and meows. He wants me to turn it back on. He's smart enough to understand that. He's a very intelligent cat. It's kind of dangerous. So this is a very easy fight to stall on. We should de-afflict on this fight. Like, I would actually stall on this fight so hard to de-afflict. So that was not good. There's definitely a case to use a bandage. And that's right, stunning the dude that has a turn up, because for some reason, like double back-to-back finger crits or something like that, as extreme as that would be, is not what we want to see right now. So hit the one that has the stun resist. Do it. Do it. Stun resist. Stun resist. Nice. For that reason, we can stun the front one now. Oh, afflictions. Got people in my comments saying, there are going to be no afflictions in DD2. Those are like the best parts. Like, nah, dude. Nah. I don't know about you. Like, it's one thing to have randomness in the game, because there's a lot of randomness, but I am not on board with something like they got afflicted, and then like three back-to-back 6% or something like that happen, and someone dies. I don't like that. But I also understand that I'm in a unique position. Someone commented that the other day. You know, they were saying that I want to keep the game like more fair and less, you know, variant and stuff like that. And they were right that I want to do that, because I was in my what I would change video. And they said, like, they reiterated that the point of the game and the atmosphere and stuff like that is to have, you know, the unknown and horror, and the game isn't supposed to be fair just because that's the universe, and like I understand all that, and they made great points, and I had to agree on pretty much all of that. And so my only response was, you know, after so many hours playing this game, I think my opinion has just shifted enough to where the atmosphere, as great as the atmosphere is, the atmosphere doesn't really affect me anymore. Like, I just see this game as like a video game, and I want to do things as efficiently as possible with the highest success rate. And I feel like a lot of people want that too, but I might be taking it too far. Where's my phone? Well, it's behind me. It's charging. Okay. Okay, let's see how we stall here. Let's save us all the stalling. I'm not gonna do to you what I did to my stream. So if we can, yeah, we can stall for a long time. Did I break it? Okay, we're good. Let's just skip ahead. Oh, we killed him! No joke. I would have stalled till I had 0 stress. Or at least got rid of the afflictions. It may not matter in the grand scheme of things, but I would have done that. For those of you wondering, to stall on that fight specifically, you have to attack twice. They can't just be like disorienting blast. They have to be like noxious, and intimidate's really good for that too. So you hit them twice, and then you get to stall for 2 turns. So if you hit them twice on turn 4, you can stall until turn 6. So you stall on turn 5, stall on turn 6, and then turn 7 you have to attack them twice again. And since they heal themselves, they heal back up to full, ideally, or at least out of your kill range, and you can do it again. So you can just milk those fights for, you know, 1,000 turns if you felt like you wanted to do so. Is that like a Guinness World Record somewhere? Like the highest turn count for a single fight? Because I know Thick showed me a screenshot when he was trying to beat the game with Reynold and Dismas. He stalled for like 150 turns on a Bone Rabble. That was pretty funny. But that's the stuff you had to do in like week 1 or week 2, Darkest Dungeon, running 2 people, you know? Okay, we didn't bleed, that's good. Nice. We should actually kill the defensive growth after this, because it's going to start using the weird tremor move that it has. I would blight the defensive. Because it has like unbearable tremors or something like that is the move. It's just a stress cleave. And considering how stressed out our party is right now, I would not want to deal with the stress cleave. But that's me. Yeah, we're a little scared that he's gonna refuse a battlefield medicine a second time. Okay, that's good. Nice. There might have been a case to hew, depending on the damage. I don't know, I would have looked at that. Should probably stress heal Jester, because Jester, like, the thing that people don't quite understand, I'm not saying that the player doesn't get this, but when you're afflicted and you have a mortality debuff, like, the way stress ramps is much faster than you're used to. So even though Jester's at like 115 or whatever it is right now, you should be thinking Jester's at like 140. Because he needs far less stress than normal. Okay, we dodged. That's very good. Yeah, Jester's like closer to heart attack than we realize right now. He is a 115. I nailed that. Cool. Sack stab. I'm really impressed with Plague Doctor in this mission. I feel like she's done the best. Like, Leper's done fine, because Leper does very well in this mission overall. But Plague Doctor, as being someone I hadn't considered, someone I've never taken to a dungeon like this. I've taken Jester, I've taken Occultist, I've taken Leper to this dungeon. I have not taken Plague Doctor. And she is doing very well. It's actually kind of impressive. Alright, last fight. Time to pop some Holy Waters. Unless the Holy Waters are cosmetic only, because we brought 6 and haven't used them. So, for the other fight, where you have the polyps in the back, it's usually better to burn through the boss and then kill the polyps after. This is a fight where you want to kill the dogs first, because you want to make sure you don't get hit by Doomsday. But we also, I forgot, we don't have Talismans, so Revelation's a much bigger threat. So it may still be burn down the boss and just deal with... we should try and disorienting. What's the move chance? 98? It'd be nice to get that. I think Bounty Hunter with Kill List could do it. Actually, I'm very certain he can do it. It's a lot of bonus move chance. But yeah, this is kind of bad. So Leper is going to have to chew through these very quickly. Pretty sure Leper low rolled there. What was his damage? Did it go up to 30? Was that it? 39. Yeah, we hit pretty bottom end right there. I guess it wouldn't matter because we're still going to 2-tap it. But like if we hit for 30 or something, we could hew afterwards and that gets a lot of value. It's got stun resist. We're just trying to move it at this point. I probably would have blighted the front dog, because this is a tough turn, right? I'm not trying to say like my answer is the best one, but just looking at the chance here to move this unit and seeing how low this thing is, my first instinct is to hit this with blight so it dies to damage over time and doesn't leave a body and pulls this dude up. But Revelation's still a very big threat. But I would like to do that just so we could start chopping into this dude. %18 crit chance too. Crit would have helped. Going for the double stun. We need Vial of Sand to reliably double stun. Or crit. And what was our crit rate here? 38. I mean, I could see going for it. I think we're trying to... I think it's too early to be playing for low percentage plays. Because you hit low percentage stuff when you're trying to not... Like, when the game's really on the line. I don't think we're quite there. Okay. That crit fixes some issues. Fixes a lot of issues. Okay, Stinger Shot, not Revelation, that's fine. Resisted the Blight. We still have 5 Holy Waters. These have not done anything. We definitely should be hitting them, yeah. Cultist has refused like every single one of these, it feels like. Go for the stun here. Yeah, disorienting, why not? Okay. That's fine. There's merit to that. Like, it does a lot of damage very quickly, and it lowers the accuracy of the enemy. Okay, we're very close to the end here, though. Like, Leper just needs 1 crit to seal it. Like, I don't see us party wiping at this point. Like, the team has too much control and stuff. And it's too much potential damage. But I definitely just... You know, I feel like we could still lose someone if some stuff happens. Do we have 4 afflictions? We got 3. We haven't hit the last one yet. Yeah, we don't need disorienting anymore. So the light's good. I would go for the Dirk Stab, yeah. Yep. We can finale the dog if Leper crits us right now. Or just KOs it. Alright, so it looks like we made it out here. Nice recovery. That was definitely scary for a minute. Disrupted the finale. Oh, this dumb flesh dog. Blocking itself with its little arms. Let's say its little hands and its little arms at the same time. It came out as arms. Can we have Purge there? I think we could use Purge. But this dog is gatekeeping us from leaving. Fetch. Nice. Oh, finish it. Yeah, we got 4 afflictions. Nice. Alright, we outie. Well done, Joe. It's quite the flex. Quite the flex. Also like seeing the team. Do we get to see quirks? I love that everyone does this for me. I don't think we're gonna see quirks. Hold on. Okay. Ah, what the hell is that, dude? I don't know. Alright, thank you again, Joe, for sending this in. Very cool. And well done. Definitely a challenging thing to do. Very scary. The Templars were kind of nice to us, and they spread out the Revelation a couple times, so that's good. And then Leper and PD pretty much hard carried, which I was a fan of. So that's it for this one. If you want to do your own viewer run thing, you have to send it to me on Discord with usually a YouTube link. That is the easiest for me to do. We have a section called Poster Runs, or you could DM it to me. We're going to be closing submissions soon. Like, I still have 8 or 9 more to get through, and I want to be done with them by the time DD2 comes out. So like, we don't even have the date yet, but I may cap it at like 15 or something. So that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.